See guys, the real time point of view how it will be there. For this they are generating the one report. What is meant by here? 4 years weekly sales and inventory. Okay, means from last 4 years they are analyzing the data. What is happened by sales? How much stock is there? How much sold? So inventory is nothing but the stock. How much stock is there in my store, and what is the business happen here on that particular week. So compared to last year how much business happened, the same week how much business happened. So they're going to do the comparison from last year to this year. So for example here you can say 2011 week 15. Okay, 2011 week 15 my sales happened 658. Okay, this much business happen. This is the dollars guys. $658 happen business. My in the store the stock will be there 19,000 business is there, but it's happened only 658 compared to last year. 18%, 18.7% is the loss for me compared to last year. Okay, can see the next week. So last year will be only 1900 it's happened, but this year will be 2500 sales happen. Means I got the 35,000 profit, 35% profit I got. So like that they're going to analyze their business, how much happened the sales for this year, each store. Okay, what is the inventory is there. Okay, what is the business happen. So all those things they're going to analyze. So these kind of reports they're going to generate in the real time guys. Clear guys? Any doubts here up to now? What is the data warehousing? What are the tools are there in the data warehousing? And what is the purpose of what they are doing that each tool? The ETL is nothing but the backend tool, and the BI is nothing but the front end tool. Okay, so backend they are extracting the data, they are connecting the each store, and then they are extracting the data and then loading it to the warehouse. Once the data stored into the warehouse, so we are then generating the different kind of reports. If one you are watching with the IPL or cricket something, so they are going to give the statistics for each player and each over. Okay, so they say that they are going to generate by using the BI tools only guys. By using the BI tools only they are going to generate those kind of representations, graph representation, all those things. Okay, so this is happen in the backend guys. So ETL tool and then BI tool. Come to the here our course. What we are going to learn here first in the as part of the data warehousing. First I am going to teach you guys data warehousing. What is data warehousing concepts? Okay, data warehousing concepts we are going to discuss in the as part of the first topic. Okay, once the data warehousing concepts is completed, we are going to do the SQL. I am going to teach you SQL. So SQL is a very important guys. If you doesn't know SQL, then we can't survive in the real time. Okay, basic SQL we need. So if you didn't practice the SQL, then it will be difficult to manage in the real time guys. Day one I am going to tell you. Okay, you people have to practice the SQL, and then whatever I am going to teach you, you have to practice those things. Okay, if you know, if you are strong on the SQL, then only you can able to survive in the job. We don't need to any advanced SQL, we not required guys. So we require only basic SQL up to joins. Okay, case statements, joins, functions. Up to that we have to go to learn. We don't need the stored proc or triggers or clusters, all those things. We not required that much in depth is not required. But the basic only, but we need to know the basics in the strong. Okay. Next, ETL validations. How we are going to do the ETL validation? By using the Informatica tool. I am going to explain by using the Informatica tool how we are going to do the validation. Okay. Again I am telling. So we no need to bother about the tool. If you need tool in place of the Informatica, if you choose any other tool, either Talent or ODI or any big data or AWS cloud, anything here, the process will be same, guys. The ingestion and then validation process will be same. Okay, that's why we are going to tell the even big data also the same process, whatever we are doing for ETL testing, right? ETL validation, the same process we are going to do in the Hadoop testing also, or cloud testing also. Okay, here I explained the whatever the things are there here. I didn't say audio. Okay, so the ETL testing and the big data testing, Hadoop testing, and the cloud testing, all three testings are performed the same way. Okay, if you know this one, at least one tool, they can able to easily can able to do for other tools also. Okay, the same way. Next we are going to the BA validation testing. BA validation by using the Power BI. Okay, by using the Power BI. Okay, guys. So here also I am going to teach you. So not Power BI, sorry, SAP BO. I am going to teach you by SAP BO. Okay. Next we are going to discuss the Unix concepts. Basic Unix is required. Basic Unix commands is required, guys. Hardly it will be 5 to 10 commands are there. Okay, those are the it's required for us as part of the real-time point of view. Next will be manual testing. Okay, and big data, how we are going to do the big data testing. The same way whatever we did the ETL testing, right? Same way you are going to do the big data testing here also. Okay, I'm going to show you in the real time whichever I am working currently, Hive and AWS. Hive and AWS I'm going to show you. Okay, as part of the big data testing. This is the real time tool whichever I currently working. Same thing I'm going to show you, explain you guys the real time project. Okay, and also I'm going to share you the mini project, guys. You people have to practice, you have to prepare for the mini project. I'm going to use sample, I'm going to explain, and then I'm going to give you mini project. You people have to do that mini project and come up with the whatever the questions are there, clarifications are there, that you people have to come up with the as part of the course. Any doubts, guys, till now? Any doubts? We'll go for next topic. Any doubts here? So this it will take the 4 to 5 weeks, guys. Total the course will be 4 to 5 weeks. Yeah, guys, someone is asking. Please go ahead.
Is this big data, ETL testing and BI testing, is there, both are there?
The big data it will be there up to here only. See, whatever we are doing the ETL right here. Okay. Even big data also, instead of ETL tool, they're going to use the big data here, the framework. Big data framework, instead of ETL tool, they're using the big data framework. So I'm trying the new one. How it will be their big data architecture, I'm going to tell you guys. Both will be same only. For example, same, take the central shop only. Okay, what are the sources are there? Different sources. So this is the warehouse. Okay, but here in between they're going to use the big data framework. Okay, big data framework they're going to use here. The everything will be the structure, everything, data flow, everything will be same, guys. There is no different big data and ETL testing. There is no difference. But what is the difference between here big data and ETL means? The ETL will be going to handle by the data will be up to only GB's data. At a time it's going to process only GB data, 100 GB or 1 TB something. Okay, but this big data is going to transfer the petabytes and exabytes at a time. Okay, then so the ETL tool will be handle the only structured and semi-structured data. Structured and semi-structured data. What is meant by structured and semi-structured? Everything I'm going to explain you guys in the classes. Structured is nothing but the table database. Okay, semi-structured is nothing but the flat files like Notepad, Excel, Word, CSV, okay, XML, JSN. These are the flat file data will be we call as a semi-structured. Structured is nothing but the database. So how is the database here? Okay, this is the structured data. Select star from the EMP. This is the structured data. In proper structure format, it will be their data. Okay, this we call as a structured data. Semi-structured is nothing but the this is you can take this one. So this is the if you are going to save into the CSV format or Notepad format or anything. Okay, so the like this it will come the data in the flat file, either Excel or Word or Notepad or CSV or XML. So like that it will come in the format. So this we call as a semi-structured data. Okay, but these two data only is handled by the ETL tool. We are going to do the testing table data as well as the flat file data as part of the ETL testing. Okay, but come to the big data side, it is going to handle one more format, that is the unstructured data also. Along with the structure and semi-structure, we are going to handle by the unstructured. Unstructured is number the images, videos, all those things also they are going to convert. They are going to move the data from one system to another system. Okay, that is the big data main advantage of the big data. Unstructured data, for example, take the your Twitter or Facebook. Everyone knows the Facebook, right? In Facebook, we are getting the most of the thing, either images, videos, charts, messages, everything, right? So all the data they want to load into the warehouse. For example, if you take the one user, so what he did from last 1 year, they want to analyze what images you send, what are the videos you shared, or what are the messages you chart. So everything they're going to handle backend, they're going to store in the backend. Okay, for that they're going to use the big data concept, big data Hadoop framework. Okay, it's a huge amount of data for the home. So many users are there, so many customers are there. So for that is the reason if they're going to use the big data, they can't use the ETL in that scenarios. Whether the ETL will be handled up to the TB's data, GB's data only. But come to the big data is a huge amount of millions and millions records they're going to handle in the everyday, day to day. And the unstructured also, structured, unstructured and semi-structured, all the data they're going to handle here. That we are going to discuss in deeply, we are going to discuss in the classes, guys.
Okay.
Any other doubts, guys, here up to now? So what is the ETL, what is the BI? Okay. Okay, then come to the why we are going to choose this data warehousing only as our career. So we are going to start our career. Okay, so why we are going to choose instead of why we testing only, why we can't go for the development or some other tools. Okay, so this data warehousing is will be easily we can able to handle few practice whatever we are discussing here practice. Okay, we are going to we no need to depend on the anyone, guys. If you seriously practice anything, everything, okay, you no need to depend anyone help. It's not required for anyone help. Maybe first 1 month we are new to, right? Maybe you can take the anyone help from 1 month, but after that you no need to require anyone help. But the come choose the development, you can able to you have to choose the someone help. Okay, then the coding part everything will be there more in the development side. But here in the data warehousing, it's not required that much coding is not required. But the basic SQL, if you know the strong on the SQL, you can able to easily crack your real time yourself. Okay, and also the packages everything will be very good, guys, in this one data warehousing. And also going forward, everything will be migrating into the big data cloud. What are the existing data warehousing projects, right? All are going to migrating into the cloud environment. Cloud is nothing but the AWS is one, Amazon Web Services is there one cloud, Azure, Hadoop, okay, Big Data, BigQuery, Google Query. So these are the cloud tools are there. If you use the cloud tools also, we have to do the same process. There is no other different process, guys. The same process will be we are going to follow. Okay. So that is the reason huge requirements are there. The requirements also is very huge now. Okay. All existing projects are going to migrating into cloud now. Whatever the layer from last 20 years, whatever the projects are there, existing projects, all the projects they are migrating right now. That is the reason the backend will be the tools requirement will be very huge from last 6 months. Okay. So this is the overall of the tool, guys. So from tomorrow onwards, I am going to explain you each and everything. First, I am going to teach you the data warehousing. Okay. Data warehousing concepts, it will take 4 to 5 days, and then we are going to shift into the SQL. So it will take minimum 1 week for the SQL to discuss each and every which are the required for the as part of the real time. Okay, and then we are going to discuss about the ETL validations, and once BA validation, all those things one by one step we are going to discuss, guys, here.